Support your boy and donate $1 to the Patreon. No way it's branded. Power to the gamer. Rated E for everyone. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. You guys know who it is. It's your guy. No way it's Brandon. And Santino just crashing right into your boy. It is No Way It's Brandon coming at you guys again with another video for today. How are you guys doing, man? You guys doing well? You guys doing great? You guys doing absolutely stupendously fantastic as always, guys. We're back right at it with some more Riders Republic today. And today is officially summer break. Let's go! Summer break season is here, ladies and gentlemen. By the way, I am somewhat playing this game in real time, no face cam, just because I wanted to get this video out as quickly as possible today. So I will be going through a lot of the new cosmetics and stuff in the new season today, and as well I will be putting up some B-roll footage of the current event and just some other little things as well. So buckle up, because we are going to be diving right into it. So I think first I'm going to go ahead and start off with showing off the Ridge, because I do understand that maybe some people have not played the game for a while, or some of you guys might be new, so you want to know what the heck is going on here. So we have just finished up the Showdown season, which was season 2, and it was very stadium themed, and it had a big giant screen up there, if you guys can remember. So now that is gone, and it was pretty red, white, and blue all around with the Raven's Claw. This guy standing right next to me. High shift. What's going on, my boy? He's just looking at your boy all crazy. Anyway, so just as I said, it was a bunch of red, white, and blue, and you had Raven's Claws, and you had the Kodiaks themed teams all over the place. And now what we have is a more summertime themed Ridge. And as you guys can see, you can see some palm trees everywhere, some more summertime colors, some pinks, some turquoise, some yellows, some orange going on. And you have this, what looks to be a lifeguard tower, which is really cool. So another place for the boys, for the squad to take some pictures, of course. And this way you have some more palm trees. And just as I said, not really much to, of course, comment on, but I did want to go ahead and show it off nonetheless, because I do understand, again, some people are like, okay, well, what the heck is new in the game? This is obviously a pretty big thing, because I have commented before that Ubisoft does a very good job at immersing the player in their themes. So within their seasons, such as the Winter Bash season, and then the Showdown, and then obviously Halloween, of course, and now we have summer break. Oh, and then the whole Rabbids event as well. So just wanted to go ahead and stress that fact, because this is something that I don't always see games do, is that they spend a lot of time, or at least a reasonable amount of time, into immersion for the game. So themed up with new assets, with a bunch of different things to see, to really get you to feel as if you were actually part of something different within the game. So I just wanted to stress that fact one more time, especially for those of you guys that are not familiar with the game, that are new. So a lot of the stuff that you see is not usually here. So this is very, very, very cool to see. Now, something that I want to go ahead and start off with first, and then I will get to the cosmetics later. I want to go ahead and start off with this current event. So this is a limited time thing right here, and it says playing for the planet. So I will be showing you guys a lot of B-roll footage of this as well. So spoiler alert, I did already go ahead and check a lot of this stuff out, and I did already play through all this stuff. So now I will be showing you guys what is going on. So once you guys head over to this seed over here, it says Riders Republic Rebirth Event, go to base camp, and then obviously there is a button that allows you to go over to the base camp, right? So once you go ahead and select it, you will be teleported to the base camp, and then immediately you should unlock the new green shirt themed for this event. So that is super cool to see. And what I was very stoked about was, you guys might have heard me mention this before, is that for some reason, Ubisoft hasn't really utilized this region of the game too much, Canyonland. So this area has been pretty bare of stuff to do. There aren't even really that many events Compared to other regions, I mean, there isn't really that much going on in Canyonlands. I mean, a lot of people typically spend their time in maybe Mammoth, Yosemite, perhaps, even Grand Teton for Red Bull Line Catcher, but there isn't really much going on for Canyonlands, so it is very excited to see Ubisoft finally utilizing Canyonlands. But I will say though, this is going to be limited time, this event, so it's only going to be here for, I think, until July 30th, which is only a few days away, so hopefully they do keep a lot of these assets here, because a lot of these assets are really, really cool to see. So none of this was here before, just so that you guys know. None of this stuff was here before this current update. And also, I'm not exactly sure, if at all, if Ubisoft changed the landscaping in this game, as in, you know, the ground, the hills. I don't know if they've added more vegetation at all, but it does look very different, presumably because of all, obviously, the new banners, probably all the wooden fences, but this is still a great aesthetic change to the game and much, much needed. And they did a very good job with adding sound effects, as in sound effects for the NPCs, and then just having a bunch of NPCs walk around. So if you guys have your volume turned down for the NPCs, or just have the NPCs turned off, highly recommend turning them back on, just because they really do add a lot to the game, and they add a lot to the environment which you are in. Now getting on with the event. So of course, we've seen that with this event, you have to collect these bags of seeds, right? And I'm gonna try to show you guys every single bag that I had collected, although I can't really give you the coordinates because I didn't really think to give coordinates at the time, but I will still show to you guys some footage of me collecting the seeds. And I highly recommend, if you guys cannot find the seeds immediately, which you should be able to, but if you do end up struggling a little bit finding these seeds, I highly recommend using the method that I used to find the balloons in the game, which is to essentially go to your maps, and then you want to push whatever button it is for you to push to use the 3D map. Just manually searching for the seeds, because some of these seeds were a little difficult to find, but most of them are at the base. But there are quite a few of them that are a little bit further away from the base. So that's why I do recommend that you guys go to your 3D maps and just patiently find these things, these bags of seeds, and they do not have any sound effects like the Rabbids did during the Rabbids event, so these might be a little more tricky to find. And of course, Ubisoft made them green, so they might be mistaken for vegetation, some shrubs, bushes, whatever, so be pretty diligent, but it shouldn't take you too long, and I highly recommend that you guys find these, because if you guys like free gear, so shirts, shorts, hats, whatever, if you find a certain amount of these seeds, then you earn progress toward your weekly challenges and you unlock some pretty cool free stuff. And then also, if you find all 20 of the seeds, then you get 30 stars, which is pretty significant. And 30 stars is a lot to earn within like 10 to 15 minutes of you just finding some seeds. So highly recommend doing that, because stars are very, very important for you to rank up your stuff. But beside that though, there isn't really much else to mention with this event, but it is cool to see Ubisoft have another event launched with the summer break season. I did not know about this, but it is a cool thing to see. And again, it is limited time. So we have a new sponsor. It is Trek, and I am going to just go ahead and cycle through these rewards, and a lot of them look pretty decent. I'm actually not disappointed at all. I mean, I do see quite a few bucks, but that is so that way Ubisoft can allow players to unlock stuff for free. But these rewards look pretty sick, and yes, we only got one new sponsor, but one is better than none. But hopefully at some point Ubisoft can maybe introduce more than one sponsor. But Trek is a pretty well-known brand in the biking world. I used to own a Trek bike. I think it was called the Marlin 6. Actually, I think I still have it, as a matter of fact. But as you guys can see, we got some new pants. These pants look pretty sick. We got some new pants. We got a new helmet, of course, and this jersey looks really, really nice. I think I might want to cop that, of course. And I think this specific sponsor might take players about 24, 25 days to complete. And I say that because usually with the sponsors, you only get 3 contracts per day. And for the first handful of ranks, you only need to complete 3 contracts to rank up your sponsor. But eventually, once you hit a certain rank, the sponsor requires about 5, I think 4, 5, or 6 contracts to be completed in order to rank up your sponsor. And the game only limits you to 3 contracts per day for each sponsor. So for Trek, for Specialized, with Red Bull, each of these only gives you 3 contracts per day. So with the Red Bull one, for example, as you guys can see above where it says rewards, and this is just a quick review for some of you guys, or in case you happen to be new, right above where it says rewards in gold, you guys can see 7 lines, and it shows that 5 of them are filled in green out of the 7. So those are contracts that have to be completed, right? That is your contract progression bar, if you will. And this is only because this is in the later stages or in the later ranks of Red Bull, but early on, you only need 3 contracts to rank up your sponsor. And then, by the way, at the bottom, it does say reach 100 stars to unlock. I didn't have to reach 100 again to equip this one. I think it's just initially. So I think if you already have a crazy amount of stars, like well over 100, it should already be unlocked, but you do not have to earn another 100 on top of what you have just to unlock this sponsor. As far as I know, maybe I got lucky, but this was just my experience with the sponsor already, so it should already be unlocked for you guys. And now, moving on to the season progression. And I do have to say, I was not really surprised by this. And by this, I mean, Ubisoft went a little bit smaller again on the seasonal progress. So if you guys can remember, for Winter Bash, I think there was over 1,000 stars worth of items here. I think there were maybe like 20 or 30 items, and then they decreased it to about, I think, 15 or 20 in Showdown season. I'm kind of forgetting already, but now they have decreased it again to only requiring players to reach 365 stars to unlock items. So not too difficult at all. I mean, players are going to get this done within a day. But hey, it's still free stuff regardless, so I'm not exactly sure if Ubisoft was being a little too ambitious with the first season, because the first season there was a lot of stuff to unlock. Granted, that was, I think, a much larger season, or rather a longer season, but for sure though, it is really cool to see some free stuff here. And again, this is all just free stuff. This is not anything that you have to pay for, and as far as I know, you do not need the year 1 pass to be able to unlock this stuff. This is free to everybody. So literally all you have to do is just earn X amount of stars, and then you have to go over to the item that you unlocked, and then you have to push A to then claim the item, like so. So totally free again, totally free stuff. All I did was just earn some stars, and this is pretty much all of the items. And I think I might try to make a video unlocking everything in one day, one video. I'll see how that goes. But of course, this was already unlocked, but only because I got some stars by collecting the seeds. So it is what it is with that. But these are, of course, the new items. All right, now for the moment we have all been waiting for, checking out some of the stuff in the store. So first of all, let's go ahead and go over to the Republic coins. So this is something that I think some people might forget about, but every single season there is a welcome pack for new riders, new players, etc. So if you guys want to purchase some in-game premium items, you will have to buy some of these Republic coins using real world currency, but this is completely optional. You do not need to always buy this stuff to unlock items. And then going back to of course, the shop. So this Geo Gold is not exactly new right here. This was here, I think, since the Showdown season, maybe even the Winter Bash season. But I will make a quick comment and say that I do like how Ubisoft kind of changed up the store, allowing you to check out each individual item and kind of see how it looks on your person. So if you want to see how certain items look on your character wearing certain types of gear, just equip whatever you have and go and select, say, the goggles, for example. So I want to see how the goggles look on my character using the gear that I already have. You can now do that, which is very cool. Although I do wish that they have the option just to kind of see how everything looks together. Although I guess that is why they have this image right here for the advertisement. But regardless of what, this is still very cool to see. Now looking into the new stuff. So just as I said earlier, anytime you guys see items in the game that have green numbers, green currency, the bucks, you can unlock these items using that in-game currency. So now we're going to go ahead and check out the Teethless. And again, spoiler alert, I did already check out some of this stuff, but I have not checked everything out here yet. But you guys are going to get my initial reaction to some of this stuff. So this is actually kind of cool. I mean, a lot of this stuff is going to be pretty subjective from player to player, but I do like the variety in the game. And I could have sworn I saw a beanie like this before. Maybe not. This is what, like a Burton? I think it's a Burton beanie, but cool. I think this kind of reminds me of Sid's shirt from Toy Story, but that's just me. So that is the Teethless right there. And then, by the way, it is not very hard to earn bucks in this game. Ubisoft is pretty lenient when it comes to allowing players to earn bucks, and they're not like EA about it, right? Or Activision Blizzard about it, right? So for sure. Ooh, this kind of reminds me of what's his name? Oh, they got to update this. Hopefully, this M on the back doesn't look that way in game. I might actually unlock it just to maybe see if that bug is still there, but hopefully they can maybe fix that, because you don't want your stuff to be glitching out like that, especially if you're gonna, you know, spend your bucks in the game and spend time unlocking stuff. So hopefully they do end up fixing that design on the back of this jacket, but it's still a pretty cool looking jacket. It kind of reminds me of, I don't know what his name is from GTA. I don't play GTA, never really played it. It is what it is. But it reminds me of that, of course. Got some pants here, of course. Very cool to see. Some glasses. And this helmet was already in the game. So was this one. I think this one was here as well as this item. So these items right here were already in the game. And just so that you guys know, Ubisoft will still probably have items from previous seasons rotated back into the store, but with every new season, they do introduce brand new items at some point. So for sure, check out the store if you can. And usually I check the store every single day. So if I do see something pretty cool, I will make a video about it. And these items right here are Republic coins only. And again, this stuff is going to be pretty subjective, but generally, the items that require Republic coins only are pretty premium. Pretty premium, and fairness of price may vary from player to player, but if you are someone that really only plays this game and you literally don't play anything else, I mean, I don't see any harm in paying to buy some of these items, because to be honest, the only games that I really play are Halo and, of course, now Riders Republic. So over the past few years, I have not bought or purchased too many games. So if you are someone that really grinds out this game and you play it a lot, you might honestly want to consider buying some of this stuff, because it looks really cool and it's pretty premium. And yeah, this isn't stuff that you can earn in game, but hey, this is just the nature of video games these days, especially games that are more, and you guys might cringe at this word, live service, or term rather. This is more of a live service game, but I do have to say Ubisoft does justice to their IP, Riders Republic. I mean, they add a lot of stuff to this game. They frequently update it. with content, with bug fixes, and they get very, very creative with the items in this game. So with this flamingo cool, I mean, it looks pretty lit. And I think I see some feathers right here. I think this might actually be an effect that comes with the helmet. So I'm gonna try to find out and see if this is actually something that stays with the helmet. So that's actually kind of cool. This is for sure for the ladies. So you ladies out there, hey, consider picking this one out. This is actually quite cool. Look at this. It even has a pink neck brace with pink gloves. This is actually kind of clean. I'm not gonna lie. So I will say though, if Ubisoft is going to be charging for stuff, you got to make it cool. You have to make it premium. I think that's pretty fair. I mean, for sure, gone are the days where you can unlock everything just by playing the game. But just as I said earlier, I think Ubisoft does a very good job at mixing in free items with items that you have to unlock by playing the game or completing certain challenges, and also mixing in premium items. So I think you are getting the best of like 3 worlds, if you will. So it's not as if Ubisoft only has items or cosmetics that you have to buy using real world money. All of this stuff is completely optional. You do not have to buy this stuff. And again, I have to keep reiterating this. Ubisoft has a ton of free items from sponsors, from the shop using bucks, and from the weekly Shack Daddy Bandit rewards. So all of this stuff is completely optional. But for sure though, you guys will have to discern for yourselves if these things are premium enough for you or not. But hey, man, this is kind of a cool. Look at my shorts, lifeguard shorts, bro. I'm wearing some briefs, man. But this is a pretty cool one. I do like this emote drinking the soda. Not too big on the lifeguard stuff or this weird looking fedora hat. But hey, it is what it is. This is actually kind of cool. And the dark armor was already introduced in the game, so nothing really new for this one. Madness pack, this helmet still does not have any smoke, unfortunately, and I don't think that the red one does either, the Ancient one. So those 2 items, man, Ubisoft should really be adding smoke to those things. But speaking of smoke, yo, the yokai in disguise. Now, just as I said, I was talking about premium items. This is premium. I mean, if you were going to get a smoke effect in the game, I think it's worth paying for. I mean, this is really, really cool. And I kind of thought that purple smoke would have been maybe exclusive for Ubisoft, because they did have a helmet that is exclusive to the devs that I thought would have fit purple smoke or something exclusively for them, but they didn't keep it for themselves. I don't know. And they also have an exclusive shirt that I also spoke about in another video, where they actually have a jersey with some chains on it. So it kind of looks like that Ubisoft is giving players a similar set of items that they have, but not exactly the same. Maybe I will have a comparison video on that as well, but this is very, very cool. Now, I'm not that big of a fan of the design of the helmet. It's just not for me, or really it's really a mask, but it's still cool. I mean, I'm sure a lot of you guys are going to like this. And these are, the pants actually look kind of cool. They kind of remind me of like these like ninja parkour combat pants. But this is pretty cool to see. But I do wish that maybe they would have included some kind of back accessory or something. But I mean, I guess it wouldn't really make that much sense because it would be covering the back of the jersey. But I do like the hoodie with jersey combo. And this is really they seem to have taken one of the like snow jacket assets and they put a jersey on top of it, which I'm not complaining. And this looks really sick. And I don't think that they've had this jersey asset before. Maybe they have, but sometimes it's kind of hard to tell. I already did see somebody rocking this, so this is very cool. And then again, this can only be unlocked via Republic coins. And now moving on to Party Delight. Again, this is some stuff that is summer themed. Look at this sombrero right here. Yo, it's looking crazy, bro. That's brazy. You got like a swimsuit looking thing right here. The top, the sombrero looking thing. You got a crazy pair of glasses right here. This sombrero is just wild, bro. I kind of like it. And you have some short shorts for the squad, of course. Bro, I don't know about the short shorts, ain't for me, but this is still pretty cool. And then again, it only requires bucks. Well, not only, but you can definitely unlock this with bucks if you want. And now moving on to Kemper Rampage. So Kemper is a snowboard brand, and there is a new snowboard in the game. Well, semi-new. It came last season, and it looks just like the snowboard. It's pretty cool. I kind of like it. I honestly do wish, though, that Ubisoft gave us the option to change gloves, because I would not mind just wearing this pair of gloves. So, I mean, I'm not going to hold my breath here, but fingers crossed, hopefully Ubisoft can maybe work on a new option, a new feature to allow players to customize gloves. And hopefully that's not too unreasonable, because I mean, with games, with like motocross games that I've played, back in the mid 2000s and early 2010s, they had a glove customize option. So I don't think that's too far out of the realm of possibility, but hopefully there's enough feedback from us to have Ubisoft maybe look into it. But man, these gloves look really cool. It would be nice to, again, be able to switch out gloves and stuff. But anyway, moving on to some other items here. The El Escuiador. I don't know if I said that right, and I am Mexican. Yo, look at this thing. Look at that. Look at the belly's jiggling, bro. This is crazy. This is like a Mexican like sumo wrestler type of thing, bro. This is crazy. This is pretty cool. I kind of like this. I mean, I'm not really much into wrestling or really like sumo type of stuff, but this is pretty creative. This is super cool. I mean, again, Ubisoft's getting creative, and hopefully they can kind of fix that clipping from the nose right there. Again, just little minor adjustments. Very unique, very, very different. Look, every single time you switch, bro, it's like jiggling, dog. This is pretty crazy. I really, really like this. I'm probably not gonna unlock it. I don't really care much for it, but it's still pretty crazy nonetheless. Got the summer casual over here. Some pretty simple stuff, but they do have a real life brand right here. Burton, also a sponsor in the game. Got some nice cap right here. Stop capping. Love to see it. It's a nice little snapback. Got some more shorts, again, for the summer theme. And these goggles were already in the game, already unlocked. I think this was unlocked via a sponsor, if I'm not mistaken. Summer vibes, summer vibes. Just a plain yellow tank top. I wouldn't mind seeing some more plain items in this game. Some more, you know, plain green, plain yellow, plain red, plain purple. Just for the players that like a favorite color, or that have a favorite color, that just want to rock their favorite color, bro. But hey, yellow, nice summer color right here. Green, short shorts. Hey, I like green, but I am not really a short shorts person. It is what it is. So this right here, Ubisoft has a very, very, very similar helmet, and it's actually the same asset that the Ubisoft devs have for themselves, but they put the same asset in the game, and now it is more of like a glitchy type of thing. I'm not exactly sure if it's supposed to look like that. For sure, if you guys have this, let me know if it actually looks just like that with the glitching of the screens on the helmet, but this is pretty creative, and it is actually kind of cool to see Ubisoft allow players to have something similar that they have exclusive to them, just a different color palette. This is a cool backpack, and I honestly might consider grabbing this one just because I like the idea of having a little plushie on your back. And it's actually, the plushie is designed after another in-game item, and it's so cool, bro. I like that. I like that little plushie. Hopefully they can maybe sell something like that in real life as merch. I mean, that is merch out the yin yang. I mean, I'm sure Ubisoft is business savvy, so if they know what's good for them, they would want to sell a plushie that looks just like that. That is very, very nice. Another new item right here, the Summer Break official backpack. Looks like a towel or maybe an umbrella of some kind. The squid, or the kraken rather. Not my favorite thing either, but hey, you never know what people are gonna like in this game. Fresh watermelon, very cool. I like the Riders Republic patch on it. I might actually grab this one because there is some green on it, although I'm not that big into red like that. But hey, it's so pretty cool. Backpacks are kind of underrated in this game. You could even buy the sombrero individually if you want to. So, by the way, if you end up, say, for example, buying this sombrero right here, you might get a discount on this one because Ubisoft kind of has this trend of if you already have something unlocked within a pack, they typically give you a discounted price. So if you guys end up purchasing this right here, let me know if you do end up getting a discount on this. That's typically how it goes, but if that doesn't happen, feel free to let me know. We got a cool looking bucket right here for the culture, for the boys, for the squad, looking like a beach volleyball. Look at, man, I don't know who the heck is wearing these little like fedora looking thing, bro. I ain't judging, but it's just like, who even wears this in real life? I don't know, bro. It ain't for me, but this game is all about being wacky, being kind of crazy, so I'm gonna allow it. Yo, these emotes though, this is cool. I mean, this is pretty cool. And considering that Ubisoft allows you to buy this with in-game currency, this could have easily been a premium item that requires you to only use the Republic coin. So just as I said, I mean, I think Ubisoft tries to be as fair as they can be with their in-game items, but also try to make money because again, at the end of the day too, this is a product, this is a business for Ubisoft, but you know, I do appreciate the fact that it seems that they try to be as fair as they can be, and this is, again, this could have very easily been something that could have been behind a paywall. Because usually Ubisoft has stuff like the tap dance where there isn't a prop used, and this is typically the free stuff. And that's why, again, I'm kind of wondering if maybe Ubisoft did maybe want this specific emote to be behind a paywall, but they were just being generous. I don't know, but stuff like this is usually pretty premium. So yes, you could still purchase it with RC, but why would you want to do that if you can just grind out the game a little bit and unlock it with in-game currency? And by the way, I think this helmet right here that I see on this NPC, this is not in the game as of yet or available to players, but this will be available at some point. I would assume maybe during a weekly set of challenges, maybe another event, but this will be coming during this season at some point, I would assume. But hey man, the NPCs got to be flossing on us. If you guys see items like this on NPCs that seem very summer themed, they should be coming eventually. Again, I am not exactly sure when, and dude, look at, there's bubbles coming out. Oh, that's actually pretty clean. Yo, and also, I was wrong about the radio stations. So Ubisoft kept the Showdown Radio. I kind of thought that they would have maybe had a summer break radio station, but they do not. So I'm not sure if you guys care about this at all. Take it as you may, take it as you will, but I'm a little bit disappointed that there isn't some kind of summer radio station, but I don't know how difficult it is for Ubisoft to maybe get permission from certain artists to put certain songs into the game, but for sure. Oh, wait a second, look at, I see someone's feathers over here. Look at that helmet does come with some feathers. That is clean. That is super clean. Wow, look at that. I still see the feathers over here. Wow, that is premium. That is super premium. So that is that flamingo set of stuff that I saw earlier. So that is pretty cool to see. But yeah, just as I was saying about the radio station, I don't know if it's hard for Ubisoft to get certain songs into the game. Maybe they couldn't do it. I don't know, but Showdown is still here. So it is what it is for that. And then also, just a minor thing. I noticed that now when you sprint, Ubisoft added a new set of like mocap for your character. So now your character kind of looks around a little more sometimes whenever he runs and he puts his arm. Oh, look at that. That's all new mocap right there. That's actually kind of cool. Some new little animation for your guy whenever he's running around. His head kind of turns. Oh, running into the wall. My bad. His head turns a little bit. It's actually kind of cool. You know, it's a little stuff. It is the little stuff like that that your boy can take notice of. Ubisoft, I notice it. Don't act like I don't see little stuff like that. So that is pretty cool to see here. But anyway, guys, that is going to have to do for this one. You guys let me know if I happen to miss anything, other little small things, but I think I pretty much captured all of the big stuff. And there's also a new mass race, but unfortunately, I have to get this video rolled out today, so I will make a video playing the mass race, talking about the mass race once I get the opportunity to play it. But guys, that is gonna have to do for this one. You guys let me know what you think. Oh, look at this smoke right here. That's actually kind of cool. This is like an NPC. The smoke looks a little bit a little sharp for my liking. Hopefully Ubisoft can clean that up a little bit. Yo, look at that. They have a mass race sign right here. That's pretty cool. I love these new assets and stuff, man. But anyway, guys, for sure now that is gonna have to do for this one. Thank you guys again for watching. Let me know if you guys have been enjoying this new season. That guy is up in a tree for whatever reason. He's kind of crazy. If you guys can please like, subscribe, comment, and enjoy the content. That'd be absolutely stupendously fantastic as always, guys. And as usual, I will see you in the next one, and cue the outro.